Hello, hello. So, we have a little ×2 thing up. And because I assume the line or whatever is gonna happen, I could buy this shit, just resell it, but fine, whatever. We're just gonna do this. Knock all that shit back. I could just burn through this. And I think I will. Okay. Research. Sure. No. Research. Sure. All my free XP. It's going away. Fuck. I didn't want to buy that. Whatever. Bye. Wow, wow. It's kind of derp. This we will purchase. Don't need a commander. Pretty sure I've got one. 13-point commander. So, good enough. Pick the plain one. Pick the plain one. Nothing crazy here. That's already good. Whatever. We'll grind away. It'll be fine. XP flag, yes. I mean, I've got a lot of them. Whatever. Flags, community thingy. Probably go with flood flags, to be fair. Those are plus hundreds. That's fine. So we got a shitload of them. So can do that. Or do I have subscriber camos? Don't those like work well? What would these even be? No. Is it this one? It's this one. We had 100 of them. Can do that. So, alright, well, we're pretty experienced up, so it's gonna be fine. Giliex. So I'll do another regrind strim. Whatever. Just get rid of all that stuff. Hey, snake on me. Razrusha. Cool. So this will be one of them long grindy kind of things, which is good because there's a few some combat missions or whatever that are pretty grindy, so we'll just try to knock it out. I need 43,000 experience in the Hosho, so hopefully that goes well. Hello, Arano. Yes, I will be doing another grind of the IJN line. Hopefully, we can do this in like longer stretches of time. So I think the other IJN line regrind I did had, well, I mean, a lot of downtime. Like it would start and then stop and then start and then stop and whatever. So maybe this one will go a little better. Hey. How am I doing? Okay, I suppose. I'd like to read armor. Although maybe that won't happen tonight. I don't know. We'll just play for a while. I can get a good 5-hour session in. I don't think we'll get to the Shikaku. Well, the research point thing. It's double modifier or whatever. So, Hosho's pretty heavily about the torps. We do have a DD player. We have 2, so maybe that's an advantage to us. But I mean, it's something that I can zone out to. I can just play a bunch. You know, we'll get the points, plus we get some recorded content of going through the IGN line. Let's start out with torps.
General quarters.
So the Hosho and the Langley were nerfed, I think, since I've gone through. Well, no, I think we dealt with the Langley post-nerf. We're gonna cruise control, run it up to max speed, let it coast for a while. Way we can conserve our boost as we cross the map. But I mean, it gives me a reason to play. So, that's always a good excuse.
Enemy force detected.
Should be stuff over here. There is.
Engaging enemy.
I don't think that's gonna take. Well, no joy. Did give some information as to where the enemies were, at least. I guess he's back there somewhere. These are bots, so who knows what happens? What is this? Japanese smoke? 2 minutes, maybe? That goes down because the cruiser. I think I have to wait here. I have to help with whatever the fuck's going on this side. Otherwise, they just push through. Could have actually lift off and come back, but I don't know how quickly I'll be back here.
Fighter airborne.
So we wait. Okay. It's turning out. Just trying to force him to accept action. And I mean, if we get a hit, that's pretty sexy too. Should be a hit. It's always so much more quiet in the dark. Beats 2. It's always so dark. Cool. Alright. So that frees up this flank.
Autopilot mode enabled.
We get dumpstered over here. Could work on the Kawachi or the Charleston. This might be where we have to go. I don't know. Depends on how many of those torps hit, I guess. Do we need to work on the Charleston? It's double battleship.
Our team has taken the lead.
Bots actually know how to aim quite well, so...
airborne.
Didn't take. Can we get him to turn out?
Torpedoes to port. Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Critical engine damage.
He doesn't want to beach. He's gonna have to turn out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Those are 2 players.
Victory is in sight.
There's a problem.
Autopilot mode enabled.
It might be good. And again, it's a bot, and they have some assistance dodging torps. No. Eats torps. You hit for what? 4? 5? 5 is good. He's burning, he's got other stuff. More torps coming. That probably finishes him off. I don't think I need to drop this. I think we can drop one of these guys. Yeah. What? Shit. Well.
Problem solved, sir.
He goes down. Ryan's gonna take him. Okay. So we can work on the slowing the Svetlana.
Our victory is in sight.
Just drop that in front of him. Try to force him to turn. Just gives the Romulus more room to breathe. If CVs would give more research points, you'd think about resetting a line, but with the same cost, it's just not appealing. Well, play what you like. I mean, the game isn't... Some people will only play the game to min-max it. To, you know, play it to best effect, grind the best, this the best, that the best, whatever.
Fire on the designated target.
Play what's fun. Like, surface ship stuff for me is so much more... It's just so much more of a grind. You know, this is something I've practiced so much that I just do it. Like other people, you know, hurricane level destroyer mains just walk around dumpstering bitches and DDs game after game after game. Well, fine then. It's like they don't even have to think about it, they just do it. They do it, it works, they murder people, they move on to the next one, they do it again, it works. Try to aim for the nose. And an engine. I don't know if I can make this drop. Maybe I can. This is pretty tight. Yes. That line? Nope. You loved Wooster, so you reset it. You have the blast in the Omaha.
Our victory is in sight.
Well. So this is pretty done. Flood would be good. No flood. Guess his engine is still out, so he's just coasting. Maybe this line? We don't have another shot. Slowly, slowly, slowly. probably dead to somebody else, but... Oh.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Autopilot mode enabled.
What is the range on these? 3 kilometers? So we don't get to drop and then turn away from fighters. But I think he is looking pretty dead. Yep. That takes care of that. Such speed, very wow. Yeah. Tier 4 is pretty slow. So, how much do we have? I got the hull. A lot of thousands to go. Imagine the reactions of the poor red team members who recognize your name. I mean, you watched us play the whole match. We got 40,000 damage. The Hosho is not what it used to be, which is good because it was stupid. It is less awful now. I don't think the Rhine is a seal clubber. If you play against people that know what they're doing at tier 4, then they don't sail broadside to you, in which case your torps are pretty mediocre. Bombs are okay, I suppose, but they're chip damage. 4,000 per bomb? Or is it 2,000 per bomb? Might be 4,000 per bomb. So it takes a while to slowly whittle shit down, but I mean, you can still get good numbers in it, I guess. I don't know. I was never interested in the seal clubbing concept. It's not really my gig. But I do start with the tier 4 on the Regrind streams because theoretically this is for if somebody wants to watch content of, hey, I want to learn a line. So they'll get to see they'll see tier 4, tier 6, tier 8 play. I just don't go, I don't think I record all the way through the tier 10. I think I just get to the tier 10. In which case, you know, you play the stuff, do what you do. Kamikaze is your worst nightmare to fight in a low tier. Kamikaze is pretty scary. You had a great game in the Ryusho. Ryusho is a good ship. She is well regarded. What makes the Kamikaze scary? Torpedoes. Lots and lots of torpedoes. It's like a 30 or 40 second torpedo reload or something, and it just kicks them out over and over and over and over again. Something like that. So evidently it's pretty dumb. And they've re-released the ship like 3 times in different forms, and they always removed the ship shortly thereafter. Something like that. But to the Rhine, I played the Rhine when we redid the German line, and the AP rockets are extremely frustrating if people just turn. Stuff at tier 4 turns very quickly, so yeah, it was kind of a bitch to do anything. Hey, Bonnie. Let's start with torps. Phoenix might have significant AA. Never remember. A bunch of tier 5s. Well, we'll do what we can. Gonna run it up to 140 and let it coast. What kind of computer do I have? I had one that I had maybe for 5 or 6 years, and then I started streaming, and every update they added something new to the lighting engine or the map or the whatever, and it just slowed the computer down more and more and more. So Thanksgiving of last year, I bought a computer from iBuyPower. I asked, you know, hey, I'm a streamer, if you want to like help me out. But you need 10,000 followers before they're gonna give a shit about trying to help you out with a computer, so no luck. Oh, buddy. Many friends. Maybe we can do something about the T-22. That damage sucked. Is there a reason why you pay 1K to get that? Oh, you talking about some premium ship? He beached. It's a white guy in 2017. They exist? Imagine that. One thing that's a little surprising about tier 4 rockets is they can actually hit like a truck. So 3,500, not that bad. We're gonna hard turn on this, do a 90-degree turn. Although that sucked, so okay. Not as maneuverable as Germans, confirmed. Still pretty lethargic. I mean, this dude's the focus target at the moment.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Hey, love your videos. Well, thank you very much, RF Ruler. Okay. I think the Phoenix has torpedoes, which means our little battleship friend is about to get murdered. Maybe not, though. If that torp lands, that might kill him. Hopefully before he gets torps off, but he did. So no joy there.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Drop early so he's more time to coast into it. Oh my god, turn planes. Pop the engine boost. I don't have time to fuck with this. That's gone. Shit. Bombs maybe? Ooh, I don't know if I can pen that though. Kaiser's tier 4. Maybe we can. These even hurt? Oh Jesus, 2,500 damage each. No. T-22 clocks the Piotr. See if we get anything on this. Looks like all the torpedoes got taken out. No, we get one coming back. So we'll have 2 or maybe 3 soon. Okay, so we can Citadel, so we got 5,000 damage there, which is not enough, but it's more than 0. Let's try this again. Okay. Coming out with 4 planes, we only get to drop this once. Yeah, well, this dude's killing planes. Alright. So if we get a double sit, that will be a kill. T-22 is something to deal with. He might burn out, though. Good. Don't have to worry about that. We could try to bomb the October. October's AA is not shit. We need this to fill up. The October was released. Its AA was relentlessly brutal. I think it got nerfed in the priority sector rework. But I mean, like, these planes are fucked. Whatever. Drop it and go. Got hits though. It's nice. Only a lot of the ship left to go.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Okay. Need to try to deal with this T-22. T-22 knows how to play. How many kills does he have? 2 already? New York's going for the wide flank, but double battleship holds him back. Hill versus Grammy, I don't know how that goes. The Hill dies, I know how that goes. Although he's doing a lot of damage, which is nice. We have to wait for this. T-22 has to go down. Non-optional. Please show me the ship. Fuck. Can't turn in Japanese rockets once they're committed. Just ride the line out.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, planes. Come on, planes. With the new oh god. Please. Please go down. Ugh. With the new rocket rework, you're gonna have to aim 5 seconds ahead of the where the target is. So you'll be aiming here instead of here. I think I have to... Fuck. There's a lot I have to help with. Okay, good.
Autopilot mode enabled.
New York goes down.
Our team has taken the lead.
This is problematic. Let's cut over here, maybe. Might have to try capping mid with the carrier.
All stations concentrate fire on the target.
Roz is gonna have to kill the T-22. At least he's staying lit for a while. Roz probably has him. German smoke's gonna take a while to go down. Or is that Russian? I don't know. TZ Zetka. There you go. You got him. Oh my god. I shouldn't have skipped the animation. I should have wrote it out to try and save some health. Twerps? Twerps. No fighters, no damage, you feel incapable. From the surface ship or from the CV? Kinda goes both ways. Good hits. Gremiyashi's still an issue. We're slightly up in ships. So much of the torpedo threat has regen. We lose a plane here. Please turn. Please turn. God damn it. We lose another plane? Another plane here. We do not get to attack again. We'll try bombers. I like that they're capping the center ring. That's cool. Grimiyashi's still an issue. Probably have to spot that. Go out with rocket planes, see if we can catch him. These guys seem to be far enough out that they're probably okay. Let's watch for the detected, although we might get screwed by an island. See if the Gremmy is over here waiting to ambush. Well, the Julio that we just went against did not seem helpless. He's killing a plane for every plane that shot him. Pretty good exchange rate all told. Especially when alone. It's either down here because he was blocked by an island, or he's down here just off of distance from detection. And we're not detected now, so it's probably... I don't know, is he up there? He can't be, he'd be spotted. Right? Detected now, there we go. So it was something with the island. Got pretty lucky there.
Taking the lead.
Fuck, he's gonna keep turning, isn't he? Yeah. We lose a plane, we still have two. If nothing else, we're scaring him. Which is useful. Or hell, just keeping him lit. Please shoot him. Please shoot him. Please shoot him. Please, people. Make hits, make go boom. Fuck.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Probably just stay back, actually. Why is he lit? Oh, because he's gonna YOLO the Iron Duke.
Mode disabled.
The Iron Duke hit him? He can. Torps or bombs? Probably need to reverse, actually, behind the island. Because
Autopilot
of
mode enabled.
long-range shelling. We'll go with bombs. Citadel damage either way, but I mean, we were getting pretty consistent double citadels before, so we could probably make that happen. And I need to use speed, let it coast. Use speed, let it coast, because these are aggressively slow. So that way we're not just burning through our boost as we're traversing the map. A lot of people at tier 4 have 10 DPS. Yeah, that's why you need to use priority sector. Priority sector's percentage damage. And if you do something like 1 damage a second, you can priority sector somebody for, you know, 50 or 200 or whatever.
Destination reached. Autopilot
One
mode
citadel. Terrible damage. Oh my god, please turn! I think we lose a plane here. Yep. Whatever. Fuck it. Come out with torps. Single attack. Got it. So steady as she goes. We're making what? 4,000 XP, so that's roughly 10 games. Roughly 10 games, yeah. Just gonna push that off the screen. Yes, I reset the line again. I have done regrinds for all the different ships. But I mean, it'd come around again, and some people like to see regrind streams, and the other nice thing about a regrind stream is that I can just play, you know, one line of ships. I don't have to hop around this ship, that ship, whatever. I can just zone out and play one, which is good for me. What ship am I looking to buy? None that I'm thinking of it. I think the Rhine is considered OP. I mean, if people don't turn, it's very strong. Interesting. I think I start with torps, but then go to rockets because the DDs have to be dealt with. Well, at least we have 4. That's good. You got the Hawk. Is it better to drop the bombs at the start or the end of the arming time?
Quarters.
I have a video for that. So, just hop this over to Japanese AP, I think it is. Here we go. So, that's the practical for the AP bombs, and this is the theory. So, there's that. Speed up till we get to max speed, then we coast. Absolutely, young sir. So it could be shelled down by battleships, so I can't move forward too aggressively. Need to get this to where our destroyers are not going to lose. Or at least try to support them so it comes out our way. Far enough away? Does he open up? Good, he doesn't open up. But he is getting closer and he stopped, so that's a thing. Okay, DD is reversing to the Furitaka. That's actually a problem, because we might proc the fighter. I don't know where that went. I just hope I don't get the fighter. Which I did. I could have just ate the losses, I guess. But it's 4v3, so we kind of need to not fuck this up. Okay, Furitaka got hit. That's good. Minikaze smoked up. Gaede's hanging with the Furitaka. We might respot this because he's going fast. We do.
Attention, reporting the target position.
I think he might actually be outside of his smoke. He is. Engine boost. Try to swing in on this quickly before he disappears. Once the reticle is green, doesn't want to turn. Could have aimed a little higher. We lost a DD. This is no bueno. We were really close to Razusha. I think I have to bail.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Which means I get murdered by the Piotr. Burrow is down. Double DD's the problem. Don't have 6 rockets, so I'd be underpowered at best. Does he go in or does he turn out? Turns in. Hard turns in. Oh, come on, Hatsu. Come on, Hatsu. Come on, hot stuff. Fuck, he's turning in? He's gonna YOLO the... Thank you. Okay. We have to work on the Gaide, if we can, or at least try to make him dance. October over there is also a problem. Fuck. Please turn. He knows how to play. I don't really get this drop, but I might be able to freak him out a little. Whatever. Be funny if I end up torping Raz there. Double DD against him. CV has the ability to light. He goes dark. It's good. Good kill.
Our team has taken the lead.
I should probably torp the Piotr or work on the October, I think. He knows what he's doing. Roz knows what he's doing. We have to work on this.
Destination reached.
Do we get spotted here? We do. Need to start moving.
Autopilot mode enabled.
It's probably staring at him, but I don't know. I don't think he could one-shot us, but I am sure he could hurt us pretty badly. Please turn, planes. I think I already discovered that this isn't a follow-up drop here. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. That might be a kill. Nope. They'll do it. Oh my god, are they gonna ram? Okay. Not gonna ram.
Our victory is in sight.
He's gonna have fighters, so we have to pre-drop. Although he's not gonna be around very long. Maybe not, because reload timer? Nah, we'll be okay. Fighters shoot us down before we can drop? No. We might get the kill unless somebody steals it. Hey.
Enemy aircraft carrier blown up.
Whatever makes the grind go faster. That's not good experience. Nice finish. Yeah. Slowly getting it done. On the plus side, since he's in a tier 5, we will encounter higher tier stuff. So that will put us against higher tier AA. And less bots. Probably less bots. Doing it fun or for the research bureau? Research bureau. That just came available, so I turned it on, and I think the Hakuryu is going to have a pretty big place in clan battles, so I figured this could just be like some IJN practice, basically. Wonder if we fail div into like a tier 8 game or something stupid. I'll be right back when we get some water. But at 4,000 experience per game, it should be about 10 games. No tornado. I'm doing a regrind. So there's some folks that are going to, you know, they'll start doing this line or start doing that line or whatever. And, well, you can see somebody going through the line. Really not much for seal clubbing. It's not really my gig. Staying mid-ish. One of the DDs is a bot, so it'll probably just be YOLOing it somewhere.
Action stations.
Random bots are supposed to have a brain? Oh, well, okay. I think on the test server I saw that. And I do believe they actually tried to add the smarter bots into co-op. People complained. That's not what they, you know, played co-op for. So then they removed them. We have two. The Kloss and the Shenyang, and they're both going mid. So, okay. We'll try and give some kind of heads up over here. Because they have two human DDs. Is there any chance there's something over here or no? There is. So this is what the rocket reticle is going to be like. Rocket shoot. Like, it's kind of hilarious. People are telling me like, oh, we lost what? One plane to a Matsuki? Like, people are telling me, it's not going to matter. It's not going to stop anything. Like, I don't think you've thought about this situation. The rocket changes are going to make it so you're basically placing the rockets like 4 to 5 seconds ahead of the target, which is similar to what you do with torpedoes. And you can see, torpedoes are quite avoidable. And if you're in the middle of a gunfight or you're pressured, you're not paying attention, well, they're not going to be as avoidable. But do we have another shot here? I don't know. There's a lot of people shooting. That's the third. Maybe. Let's take the shot. Can we maybe get that? Citadel that? Thought the rocket changes just showed where they would land. So what the rocket changes are, you're gonna click the rockets. It's gonna start its little, you know, yellow reticle thing. And then you're gonna place your green reticle, and it's about 5 seconds lead time, because once you place the reticle, it's locked in. You don't get to adjust it, you don't get to alter it, and you watch an animation play out, which after a second or two, you know, you start lighting up with some tracer fire. Machine guns open up and say, hey DD, I'm gonna shoot here. And then the rockets get shot. So that was a miss anyway. So what that means is it's kind of like torping somebody. You're gonna torp about 4 to 5 seconds in front of them. They're gonna see your planes coming. They might be able to recognize when the animation starts, but instead of like, you know, drops torps and then you watch the torp trails, it would be that the planes dive down and start an attack animation. So, oh, he just selected his spot, and then you maneuver. So it's a very big difference. That being said, you can hit torpedoes on cruisers, you can hit torpedoes on battleships, so you'll be able to hit rockets on cruisers and battleships as well. But
Autopilot mode enabled.
destroyers will be much harder to interact with. So it's really going to come down to surface ship play. So you can spot a DD, but it's really going to have to be enemy destroyers that are killing them, not you. If they're really busy and, you know, they're just not paying attention, then probably get a hit or something, but takes one. Takes one. I think he got a hit too when he shot in there. Is the Minikaze a bot? No, it's person. Might be dropping with us. Okay, Mitsuki's still going wide, that's a thing. And that's a player too, so he's gonna do some sneaky Shimikaze stuff. But we can try to work on this. Because I can't kill a Mitsuki with torps. Well, unless he lets me, but based on his play earlier, I don't think he's inclined to let me kill him. Oh wow, he came back. No sneaky shimma shit for him. I don't know if this torp hits. It does not. Saved his turn for the end game. Might be a flood. What's the ARP thing? ARP Haruna? Whatever that is. Yubari comes over here, gets murdered. So maybe I have to help with that. I don't know how this goes.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Should be safe from cross shots if we move over here to try to deal with this, but I don't have a lot of damage for this. Haruna is a Congo. I'll be honest, I don't know the specs on the Congo either, so I know it goes fast. I'm aware of that. It goes like 30 knots or something. So I think we lose maybe one, possibly 1.5 planes interacting with this. So we get one, maybe 2 torps into him, which is going to take him down to 16k, and he's going to heal back up to like 20 or 21. I don't know, but we're going to have to do something to stop this because the Yubari can't do it. Fast as fuck. I think it's just 30 knots. So we can get this dude to turn out because of the Mitsuki or to the Yubari. Should know the Yubari is there. Come on, Yubari.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Come on, Yubari.
All stations.
There we go.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
I don't have a good line. Just keep fucking with them. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, torps. Jesus Christ. AA spec Mitsuki? This is just... it's not working out. Maybe the Mitsuki's AA got buffed. Okay. Shenyang is a thing. Minikaze's bailing. What's the Mitsuki? It's just tier 5.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
He might die to the Alligari.
Autopilot
Maybe
mode
not.
enabled.
Actually, we probably do, because I don't think we have the damage to kill this guy. Oh, that's even better. 500 damage. Yeah. This is gonna work out just fine. Let's pull back on the reticle. Try and go for the low drop. Got a Citadel there. Yeah, we're super fucked here. This guy kills us. And then the Hermes. I guess the Minakaze might kill him. Best thing we could do is if he shoots AP for Citadels and gets overpens, but then again he probably just shoots sap. Great One seems to be in all of our games, so I'm wondering if he's actually in the channel. If so, he might drop us a smoke. Because we're about to get detected. Holy fuck, we got a flood. They do exist.
Our team has taken the lead.
Ensconce, how are you? We need an AA escort? No. I'm just doing a regrind stream. Starting at the start, go until it's down. Alright, so the flood helped a lot, because God knows the damage off these things is just anemically terrible. That should be a kill. Where's the Shenyang?
Enemy battleship sunk.
And smoke? So 2 DDs, 2 carriers. Koenig is going to get worked on. Not a lot of stress. I don't know if I agree with that.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Because when I'm over here kind of chucking spit wads at people and doing fuck all nothing, it gets pretty stressful. Because you're like, we need to fix this situation. But we can't. But we need to. But we can't. What do we do here? Nothing. Fuck. I mean, I've done 43k damage. That's useful, right? But...
Fighter returning to ship.
Autopilot mode disabled.
I guess twerps.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Maybe the Hermes got a good hit on him? I think we only did 3k, because I think we came out with 42. Ryan will start working on me. There's the Hosho. Good, Shenyang's down. Razrusha with the kill. There's the Matsuki.
Fighter airborne.
If he's not stressed? If who's not stressed? Too close to engage. Rhine's open water. He reloads eventually. Let's try and make him more broadside for Raz. Because he's absolutely playing scared of the torps.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Nope, not happening. Alright.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Hey, Ricochet Rebel. Might be able to get the Matsuki. Maybe. Don't know where the Matsuki is. Not in the cap. He's north of the Rhine. Never mind, he's over there.
Our team has taken the lead.
Hey, Nippon Steel. Reset the Japanese line? Yes. This little ×2 modifier was up.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Angled like this, maybe?
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Back here. Probably eats a lot of torps here. Raz is dead. Well, should be dead. Once again, 4K. How long until Ryujo? I earn about 4,000 experience a game. I'm about 14,000 experience in. So 7 more games? Give or take. Play whatever you want, man. Single cruiser, a lot of battleships. Okay. We have a Rhine. So Rhine probably goes for the cruiser. I think I should put on the flooding flags, because like, I think I've gotten 1 flood in like 4 games. maybe 2 floods in 4 games. It'd be nice to get floods. So we get up to 140 and then we're gonna let go. Let it regen by going down to about 120, maybe 115. Go back up. This way we can kind of cruise control across the way. Thank you very much for the 3 months, young sir. Thank you, dude. So on average, you know, if we were going 100, go up to 140, we're going an average of like 125, 123, something like that. But we're conserving our boost. We get to cross the map about 20% faster without throwing it all away. Don't really want to go for the Congo. I think the Koenig actually had some pretty sexy AA, at least compared to what we could do. Well, there's the Koenigsberg. Lost 2 planes for that. Don't get to attack again. We'll try to work on the DD. Lost 4 planes for that. Lost 5 planes for that, so. Okay. You reset the Japanese battleship line. You're on the Fuso now. You're trying to get to the Nagato. And today you reset the Japanese cruiser line. That's a lot of resetting stuff. So there are 4 destroyers. If we can provide some kind of pressure on that, that would be helpful. That's not. This we chunked a cruiser. It's pretty useful. But we might get lucky with this. Nope. Need to lead more. Did actually work out okay. Hard turn here. Okay. We made hits happen. So he's straight lined, but we were able to get something out of it. Is the audacious legendary worth it? I like it a lot. I like the reduced detection. I like the increased engine boost. Basically, if you're not going to play the audacious more aggressively, then you get a different ship. Because I mean, that's really the purpose of the legendary mod, or the unique mod, is to give you a different way to play the ship. I don't know if I can get to this Nicholas before we lose him. Why do we see him? Does Colbert can see him? Gangut. Gangnut. Maybe. Okay. Guess we'll go back out. We'll just keep working this. So we lost a destroyer over here already, so that's already down. Königsberg's would be good to go after, but the Rhine would be critically capable of dealing with that. 3 battleships, Jesus. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe this dude has some torp threat for us. I think I have to start bailing on the flank, though.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So there's no way in hell we stop this. Where is the Nicholas? Nicholas is there. Do I take the shot? I think I have to. Not decently lucky. Oh, that torpedo almost. Oh, that'll be a kill. Good.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Torpedoes for what we can find. We might be able to hit the Königsberg if he's still back there, although I think he had a fighter, which would be a problem. Other than that, all the battleships are full health. Raz is hearing me bitch in the stream, so it looks like he's coming back to help. Can I work on this or no? Can't if he pulls forward, but I don't know if he's going to pull forward. Now he knows we're here because he hears AA guns making noise. Is he paying attention? Got lucky that we had an attack line. God, it's just no damage. Please. Broke his engine. Plane is late. Okay, no kill. Try to work on the battleships.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Hey, Brain Bomb, thank you very much for the raid, sir. Kleber legendary mod's not really worth it. Can be fun, but to be honest, go play a torpedo boat. Kleber is good because of the amazing guns. Yeah, the only real reason to run a Kleber for a legendary mod is if you are trying to YOLO somebody, like do some island rushing, or... Oh, fuck. I wonder where the hell the Mitsuki is. Or if you're leading a wolf pack of other Klebers. Because you might need to hang out with the other Klebers to be able to scout for them. Whereas the other Klebers might be gun spec'd, so if you're running like a group of 5 maybe, you might have one person that's the spotting Kleber that's able to move. And then you'll have the 4 that are the more like engaged brawl fit. Waste of time. Maybe I could find the Mitsuki.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
See any torps?
Autopilot mode enabled.
Good, okay. Well, at least now we know where the fuck that
All
is.
stations requesting fire on the designated
We're just gonna go on single bombing runs, because I can't turn. Unless these guys were completely alone, I can't turn around and attack a second time.
target position.
So it's just not worth even trying. Hey, Minisaur.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
You'd still get a Shima or something full speed spec'd. I mean, there's a big difference between Kleber's going 55 knots and a Shima going like 43. If you're limited to the Shima's speed, well then you're limiting the Kleber's. And the whole reason to bring the Kleber's is the guns and the speed. And to an extent the damage saturation, I guess.
Aircraft fire support.
Is he in smoke? No.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
I guess I have to hover that. I mean, asking for support. Sometimes it doesn't mean like fighters, sometimes it means assistance killing a target. Like, hey planes, can you help me shoot this? Which can be important. Let's try to deal with the Mitsuki. Or maybe the V. If we can get the V, then that unlocks a lot of stuff, right? Get pinched by the Mitsuki, but I mean, we gotta help somehow. No, don't outrun your smoke, dude! Never. Come on, man. Come on, it's me and you, bud.
Teammate,
Me and you, dude. I need you to not run away.
I need your support.
Come on, dude. Thank you. We can tort battleships. Still a Congo somewhere?
All
Jesus.
stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Need your help, friend.
Teammate, I need your support. Roger.
No idea where this motherfucker went. And these planes are so goddamn slow. I'm not detected? What? I have no idea where this dude is.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Maybe he's mid somewhere. Hey, balancing sumo.
Attack enemy aircraft.
Hey, buddy, can you please go find the enemy? Please? Might be dead to the Rhine. Double sits a kill. Nope. That will hit. We still need another one that we have to do with a Congo and
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Teammate, I need your support.
please. Please, dude. Please. Destroyer. Please.
Fighter airborne.
Fuck. Not detected. Maybe he just bailed. There's no up to me, man. The 102,000. You've seen the last several games I've played. We've gotten about 40 to 60,000 in the match.
The ship is on fire.
This V has to kill shit with torps. That's the only way shit matters here. Because the damage on these planes is awful. Where we need fires. Fires and floods? Whatever.
Fighter airborne.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Problem solved, sir.
I don't know if I let enough there. Broke his engine. God damn it. Maybe. Please, V. Please, V. Please.
Fighter airborne.
You have any chance in hell of getting a second drop off? Any chance in hell?
The ship is on fire.
Whatever.
All stations capture the base. All stations capture the base. Break through to the base.
need your support.
All stations, capture the base.
Negative.
Nope.
Attention, reporting the target position. Fighter airborne.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Please.
Breakthrough to the base. Proceed to the base. All stations, capture the base.
Enemy battleship foundered.
All stations, capture the base. All stations, capture the base. Proceed to the base. All forces, proceed to the base. Proceed to the base. All stations, capture the base.
Yeah, Jaka, I'm not a partner. As an affiliate, you know, you're just going to get whatever I stream, which is 1080p. So if you can't handle that on the phone, I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't have the ability to alter that. Sometimes they give me a multi-stream, but not always. Okay. You can set stream quality on mobile. Not always, because well, I don't know, maybe the mobile app is different, but Twitch doesn't give multi-streams to everybody. So if you're a partner, they'll give it to you. If you're an affiliate, I think they do if they can, but it's not a guaranteed thing. So again, we're going to juggle the speed, go up to maximum speed, let it coast. Could try for the cure off. Colossus we don't have a line on because it's too close to the island. Not going to hit the cure off. Oh, maybe. No, I don't think so. It'd be nice. So close. Oh my god. All these planes are dead. Maybe we get a hit there. Try to hit the Nicholas. The name of the stream, JCC, it's the IGN Regrind stream. The ×2 thing for the Research Bureau is up, so I went ahead and reset it. Nicholas has smoke active, but it only goes so far. He probably outran it. There he is.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Probably shouldn't have taken the shot, but I guess that works out pretty well. We got 3 rockets. It's more than a few. Kind of. Whatever. We got enough.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
No worries, JCC. Only have 4 rocket planes, so I can shoot the Nicholas once and that's it. Wow, everybody's rushing the center. That's gonna put them in crossfires. Oh, they're all bots. Well, maybe they're not. Some of them are. Alright, do we have a line on this dude? Can we surprise him before he turns? A little. Go for the torps. Maybe we can hit the Iowa? Omaha? Iowa. Nicholas is torping Razrusha. So good news is DD is down. Ratong's gonna be a concern. We can probably work on one of the Omahas at least. Though he might dive behind the wreck to avoid the torps. We're gonna have to pass this guy because he's angled. That works. I will accept that.
Cruiser foundered.
Although, he must have taken a shell hit or something because it wasn't a detonation. Bombs out. I think we can push a little.
Mode enabled.
Dead. Femininely's down here?
Team has taken the lead.
Only the one drop. Cool. Clawshorn versus okay. Good. Goes down. Work on the claws. Now, bots do actually detect when torps are coming in, so we might not hit this. Yeah, that's a no.
Destination reached.
30 a second.
Disabled.
Okay, Roz cleans that up.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay.
Autopilot mode enabled.
We do have a ship advantage. Them's in the Koenigsberg? Over there, okay. I don't know. Well, I think I could Citadel that. Maybe. Sure, I could Citadel Akirov if I can hit it, because that guy I think maneuvered pretty aggressively before. So odds are he's wise to the ways of the world. Oh goody, beaches. At least probably beaches. We get 2 citadels, he's dead, but that's a... Oh, Jesus! Okay, well, good. I'm glad it worked out. Like, holy wow, these things don't turn at all.
Victory is in sight.
I mean, I guess that's good for training, because the Japanese line doesn't want to turn, but... Whoa, that was a lot of, like, what? If I could sneak in here and get this experience, that'd be cool. See.
Our victory is in sight.
I think there's enough distance for me to be able to drop, assuming these torps don't kill him. They killed him. So we're gonna start working on the cap, swing over for the Cesare, whatever. And we'll work on this. We should have at least 2 drops. Probably. Although he might just be dead. That's also possible. I just speed up and get in here before he turns. Should hit. Can't kill with another torp. While those shells are out, that's probably a kill. He did turn though. Oh, kill. Strike the Langley once before the end of the match.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Nicholas has defensive fire. Well, still 2 planes up, so they'll latch and shoot. You get to drop. And she's probably dead before I get back out there. 20 seconds, so it doesn't matter. But a little more damage. Seal clubbing. Yeah, I don't know if you played the Hosho recently, but going against tier 5 ships does not feel like seal clubbing, Polarberg. Just saying. If you're here for the last match, it was extremely unpleasant. When under plane attack, is it better to turn off AA to destroyer after planes flying past the detection range, or turn it back on as they come back in again? Or just let it rip as the planes turn in for another attack? So there's a concept with I assume you're talking about destroyers. So there's a concept called jousting. So if your destroyer, your little DD, I'll just keep it small. So here's your little DD. Actually, we'll make you green because you're the good guy. If your aerial detection is, I'll just bullshit a number. We'll say it's 2.5. Ugh. So you've got your 2.5 aerial detection. When the enemy planes are hunting around for you, you know, they're looking, they're doing whatever, they come over, they see you. They see you. At this point, the enemy planes do not see you. What they do see is that your location on the minimap has been updated. So like whatever. But there's going to be a rendering delay from here to maybe here, which is about roughly 0.3, 0.4 kilometers, depending on the speed of the planes. Could be higher. So really at 2.5, your aerial detection is in effect 2.1 if they're coming in your direction. So if you open up with AA, that doesn't necessarily change it. So if you had, 5 kilometer AA, we'll just, make a whatever. So let's say you got 5 kilometer AA. You keep it off all the way until they trip across you. Okay, cool. So they're tripped across you now. Hit your priority sector. Why? Because if there are, say, 9 planes, whatever, 4 or 5, yeah, really informal here. If there are 9 planes, you're dealing approximately 30% health of a plane. Planes typically have 1500 to 25 to 2250 health. So 30% is roughly 500 to 700 damage. Destroyer AA sucks. I mean, some have good AA, but most do not. So you get your little priority sector hit, bop, you did your little damage. In the time that you've done that, once you activate your AA, your aerial detection goes out all the way to your max range for a minimum of 2 seconds after you stop firing with your AA. So if the enemy planes go all the way out here and they lose track of you, well, you'll go dark. Although there's some rendering delay before you do go dark because the server will check, oh, okay, you can't see this, you disappear. But if you pop it off and then, planes fly over or something, you did your little 5 to 700 damage. If your AA sucks, which, as this is Thalamus that's asking and he just bought an Orkin, the Orkin AA sucks, you might do, say, 20 to 30 damage a second. All right, so if you leave it on, you're doing 30, 30, 30, which, I mean, eventually will get you somewhere, but, you did your little priority sector, you turned it on, you let it go for a bit, you turn it off, and if this takes approximately 2 seconds, once they breach through here, if that 2 seconds is down, you will go dark. Because the server is primed already to know that this is your detection. Once he leaves, you're not supposed to be seen because you're not actively in an attacking state. So you'll go dark, which means as he's coming around, he's got to either come in for a line trying to fish for you. Either you went forward, or maybe you reversed, or maybe you turned in, or maybe you turned out. You're denying information. Now, if your AA happens instead of being like 330, it's 300. Well, that's a different amount of, that's a whole different story. I mean, how many planes are you going to kill? If you leave your AA on and you just happen to trim off half of a single plane, well, you're just telling him where you are while you trim off half of a single plane, which allows him to shoot you as best as possible, as opposed to engaging your cloak, doing some kind of maneuver. Maybe he comes in on a good line, but maybe he expects you to be here instead of here. That's possibly an overfly. Best case, if he is able to take this shot, it's unaimed, or it's like it's not dialed in with a reticle. As soon as, you're lit again, turn on your AA, hit your little priority sector thump. Because he has a little less health now, it'll be a little less, so maybe it'll be 450 to 650 or something. So get your whap across the face in, maybe shoot him once or twice, and then cut it off, and off he goes again. Using this method, which is what I would call jousting, which does not have a K, you're basically, you're charging each other. You're coming in, trying to rush. Do I have the camera on? I think I do. Hey, I do. That's cool. So when you're jousting, I mean, ideally, you're coming in and you're trying to generate run-bys over and over. And every time this guy jousts with you, You take, 500 health off of him each go. I mean, he's going to shoot. As he shoots, he has less planes. Your priority sector's not going to do as much. But if you're against a CV that's going to come in and overfly you or miss, or you surprise them with a different position, you're just not giving them anything to go with. The CV will, there's 100 people that are less capable than you if you know how to joust. So if he's not going to get the kill, if he's not going to do anything other than kind of crowd control and piss you and himself off, the CV will go find something else that they can deal with. Now, if there's surface ships in the area that can take pot shots at you, the CV might just try to hover you instead of coming in and trying to go around and shoot you. Keeping you lit for other people to shoot is going to be a completely different matter. If it's that case, if this dude's just hovering on top of you, then yeah, you just leave the AA on because he's going to light you anyway. But if he leaves, by all means, turn it off, be responsive to the situation. All right. Hopefully that answers your question. I normally don't play tier 5 these days, but when I do, it's quite therapeutic. I'm gonna be honest, man. Tier 4 carriers do not tier 5 very well. But I mean, technically that's okay. I mean, we're divvying with the tier 5s. So this is gonna pull up the AA that we're against. We're not gonna be going against 3s and 4s. We'll be going against 5s for the most part. So it's okay. Thanks, appreciate your insight. Yeah, so it's about manipulating, your detection. Same thing as like if you were gonna shoot your guns in a destroyer. If you do this, you're lit for 20 seconds. Do you wanna do this? Are you sure you wanna do this? Well, with AA, it's much less responsive. It's 2 seconds as opposed to 20. But you can still appear, shoot, disappear. Appear, shoot, disappear. And you can use that to joust with planes. I mean, there are some CV mains that will espouse, no, once you're located, you should turn on your AA and leave it on. I disagree. If your AA is trash, you need to use priority sector, which does something, and then turn it the fuck off. Because if it doesn't do anything worth using, don't give away free information. There's no reason to play like that. All you're doing is helping the enemy shoot you. But if you're in a Holland, or if you're in something like a kid, something with significant AA that you feel like, if I use this, it's going to result in good. Well, then by all means, use it. You do you. But like the Orkin, if the Orkin is going against some serious planes, tier 10 planes, or hell, even tier 8 planes, there's a really good chance that the Orkin is not going to muscle some shit around. The Orkin's just going to light itself and people will take shots at it. So use your priority sector and shut it the fuck off. Maybe we can keep them on a line? I don't know. Do we get away from the Oba or no? I don't know if we do. So we kind of kept him lined up. Hopefully the other CV didn't really hit him very hard, but one could hope. It's probably something. Rocket the Farragut, rocket the Dallas. Dallas actually got hurt. How do you fare against French cruisers? Do you find them easy? Can you clarify that? Because I don't quite know what you're asking. How do I fare against French cruisers in a carrier? How do I fare while I'm playing them? How do I... Yeah, can you be a little more specific? Because that's kind of open-ended. Emerald is out of smoke. Do we have enough to pen the Emerald? 28, we can. I mean, the sidewall is going to be a high citadel, but we can still pen the ship. Or shatters.
I need intelligence data.
I think I have to use torps. I mean, open water cruisers trying to bomb them in this? Ugh. Might be able to work on the New York. The New York's not really the problem right now. The front line is. as seen by the Nicholas. Are they easy pickings? No. The Henry has good AA. It's very capable at kind of performing its independent role. Also, it has spaced armor, so if you're concerned about AP citadels, if you're able to angle to any significant degree, you can actually offset the AP rockets and avoid being citadeled. But I mean, if they get a straight shot, you're gonna get hurt. At least that hit. That's cool, right? You get something here? Probably not. Maybe. I think he probably goes down. The amount of people shooting at him, I think he goes down. Razrusha should be able to take the Farragut. If he goes down, then we work on the New York. Which means we can also move up here.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, he's running away, so he's going to be safe to torp. Plus the Fubuki joined in. That's gone. Ioba's the only thing that's a concern at the moment, which should be removed by, like, the double cruiser. Yeah. Or the tier 6 CB. And Raz should be able to clock this. But the Nuremberg takes it. So we'll see if we can get citadels on the New York.
Our victory is in
Which I'll
sight.
be honest, I'm not really sure if we can or cannot. Slam on the brakes. If I can slow down, maybe I don't overfly so bad. That would be nice. But we didn't get any citadels. Fucking please. Come on, planes. Whatever. So the answer is we're not going to citadel in New York. So we'll have to torp that.
Reached. Autopilot mode
We
disabled.
have rockets. It only matter on the Minikaze. This is the thing that matters. That's an oof. As far as the French cruiser thing, like, it's a cruiser. If it takes damage, it's going to get hurt. If it avoids damage, it's going to live a long and healthy life for a while. The French, if you're talking the Immelmann, the French cruisers are going to be open water, so you need to be in a position where you have a teammate that's between you and like an 8-kilometer open water attack line. Because if you're in the Immelmann, you want to start your attack all the way over there to come in on this New York. So if you have a teammate between you and them, if you're particularly weak, or, you know, maybe there's a battleship between you and the planes, well, then the Immelmann's going to attack the battleship, as opposed to trying to fly over the battleship just to strike you. So that'll preserve your cruiser health, because, I mean, it's a battleship, it can get its ass kicked. As opposed to a cruiser, which kinda can't. This is probably gonna go poorly.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So... shit. As long as you're positioning with respect to that, it's probably okay. As far as the AP rockets of the Richthofen, again, if you can angle successfully, you should be able to get pens, not citadels, which is very significant for the Richthofen. It's the difference between being hit for 20k and being hit for 7. Because, I mean, you're going to take damage. Damage happens. Damage is part of life. But making the damage not be like, holy fucking oof, I mean, it's a pretty significant thing to do. Maybe he goes down. Broke his engine. Furitaka might get a fire. We don't have torps to engage him, so kind of done with this. Well, we're about to get a torp. Do we have to go back out there?
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
His 2 pens on a saturated New York's like 400 or 500 damage. Oh, Razrusha has them. Okay, well then that's done. So we're gonna go over and work on the Doria. Or it's done. How much further? 13. Eventually. Do the thing, indeed. Yeah, so Tier 5 AA, not a joke. And some things that we're not going to be able to Citadel, which is important. Although, to be fair, the Japanese AP bombs on the Hosho are not great. Other than that, other than the German CVs, French cruisers, you might end up catching Japanese torps. They're fairly zippy. You really shouldn't have to worry so much about midway torps or maybe audacious torps, maybe, because they're very maneuverable. Biggest thing is going to be, you know, if you're trying to juke and dodge and shit out open water, I mean, you're going to have people taking pot shots at you from long range. So as long as you factor that in, I mean, you do you. You could also just speed up and slow down, which is kind of the French cruiser way. See if you can throw off torp aim like that. Hope you'll never have to meet me in a match. Kick your butt. I mean, I just know how to aim. Even then, I still miss. You watch me miss. It happens all the time. It's part of player versus player combat. If you play in a shooter, you'll see people bunny hopping all over the place. Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop, crouch. This is what they do. They don't want to get shot.
Stations. Let's give them a hard time.
Take this up to 140 knots and let it coast. It's really easy to forget about that and blow through all the boost, so just voicing it to remind myself to do it. Go down to about 115, run it back up to 180, and then let it coast. So give us an average traveling speed of probably 122 without really running through our boost. Maybe higher than 122, maybe like 127. I don't know. This is a little bit of like a 5-knot snapback as soon as you let go of the accelerator. So you briefly touch 140, then you go right to 135, so probably about 125-ish in terms of our speed. Your colleague was talking to you, so please repeat what camo was on the Hosho. It's the It's like the community contributor camo or something. Well, that's not going to be a thing. How hard you gonna turn, dude? Very hard. Could try to work on the Piotr, I guess, but the Piotr and the New York's not going to be a joke.
Fighter airborne.
Who knows? Somewhere in there. Can hit the Konigsberg. Potentially useful. Also good. We strike this, hard turn, try to get over the island to block the AA. Probably pushes forward to avoid the torp. Pop the engine boost. I think we eat fighter. Or did it just bail? Okay. Either just activated it or it just ran out. I think it just ran out. Might be able to spot the Borasku? We have no DDs on this side. So we are the DD. Slams on the brakes. Big hit. Let's chuck it, come back with rocket planes.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Move the aerial detection up a bit. Other CVs over here, so that's cool. We're keeping this lit. Hopefully they can do something about it. More hits, good. Hey, the serial healer. Okay, cool. So still 2 destroyers over on this side, no DDs over here. This looks to be the lemming train, so we might not be able to deal with that. Well, actually, now we can sit on it a little more because the cruiser went down. Maybe? 2K. Something. If you lose this plane.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Hard turn. Please turn. Please turn. Oh my god. Alright, well. Confirmed. Hosho rocket planes do not turn like other Japanese rocket planes. A different animation. Are you bullying DDs? Well, somebody's got to be a front line, because we don't have a front line over here. So that front line is us. Us meaning me and the other CV, because he was also over here. If there were no destroyers, then I could be trying to attack this. I don't have a good line for that. We'll see if he pops out. Ooh, we might have to hit the Koenigsberg. They probably get him. Double cruiser? Yeah, he's down to 20. They'll take him. Oh, that's such a waste. Why would you waste your shot? Up the engine boost. We can either seal it on this or potentially work on the Wyoming. Hard turn off to the right. Look to wrap.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
I don't know if the Yubari is Hydro. The other CV spotted the DD, which is good. No flood. Do we get to drop? Nope. Rockets for the Shenyang. I think we can move up.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Ganglet's holding. Oklahoma's holding. That's a pretty rough angle. Wyoming might clock him. Plus he has to deal with Shenyang torps at some point. He's doing the Lord's work, getting the cap. And once again, the DD is in smoke. Shenyang, what? Pan-Asian? I guess it is. I don't think I played the tier 4 Pan-Asian. Might have started around tier 5. Dead? Let's shoot again? Back there somewhere. Well, to be honest, me being out here with rocket planes is kind of a waste. This smoke's probably going for another 40 seconds. I could wait that out. Shoot with 2 planes. Might run out of time on this attack. Nope, close enough. So if I actually lingered with the rockets, this smoke disappears about now. So the power of impatience means we don't get to threaten the Shenyang, but I can light him. And there are 4 battleships that can shoot him. So I'll ping. Hey, I'm gonna light him.
Autopilot mode enabled.
There we go. I guess he lit himself. And much oof was had by all. Let's try and cut him off, force him to stay over where they can shoot him. Maybe we can get him to broadside. That's the rendering delay. This is a one-way trip, so I think I have to go for the Koenig. Not a great shot, but I mean, it's what I've got. We can probably get a return strike.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Ah, fuck. I didn't know he was turning in that hard.
That was a great battle.
Koenig. Tier 5? We might be able to Citadel that. No ranked? There is no ranked. Ranked is down until the next season starts, when patch 10.4 hits. Pan-Asian smoke is very nice. It most certainly is. No ranked? No problem. No problem. Slam on the brakes, try and pull it back some. Maybe Citadels. One fell off the side. God damn it, do we get to go in on this? These things fly so fucking far away.
Our victory is in sight.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
One. I tried to rush the shot because I didn't want to lose the second plane. Is he dead? Well, he's got to be dead. Just shells and shit'll take him. Valensky kills the Mikoyan, but
Our victory is in sight.
I should help with the New York. I mean, he's off in Never Never Land. He's not going to do very much. We can help with the New York, then that just leaves a Langley that gets murdered. We won't do very much damage, but we can help. Actually, we can help with the CV because he just pulled the fighter. So that's cool. That's going to be the easier one to strike. Unless that didn't take. No, it did get burned. Good. Should get hit. New York goes down. Fighter's still on cooldown for probably another 30 seconds. About a 40-second cycle time on the defensive fighter. We get one more torp, it's a kill.
Destination reached.
Dead.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Okay. So we can go to Furitaka. Pyotr might back cap, but I mean, well, maybe we could do something about that. No, 30 seconds. Mike the TV.
Autopilot mode
I like that
enabled.
series. Mike the TV is from Reboot. Might get the kill here. No, 8 seconds. Don't have enough time. Arkansas Beta with the 2 mean kills. Did you get a link for the KSC Discord? You can't seem to find it? I don't think I have a link. I don't know how to give you one either. I had to talk to one of the leaders and they like gave me one, but I think it was temporary. You might be able to search... What is this? Oh, I don't know what that is. Whatever. You might be able to search, what? In like clan recruitment in the forums or something, you might be able to find like a post that works there. Oh, well, if you still have it, then I suppose you could share it, Raz. But while you do that, can you queue up or whatever? There you go. Raven the Great in chat. He might be able to invite you. You might be part of the Admiralty. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We move forward. Sad Haku gone? You're sad that the Hakuryu is gone? You mean from me? I didn't play it very much. If I don't play the Japanese line, I kind of like fall out of line with it. And by the way, sign the signpost. It's been a little bit, so my apologies for not catching it earlier, but thank you very much for the Prime. Any particular research bureau ships you're looking to get? No. None that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe the Vampire 2, but I have enough points to get it if I wanted. This is my, I don't know, 9th regrind? Like, I've reground the British line 3 times, I've reground the Japanese line twice, the US line twice, the German line once. So it's either 8 or 9 times. Because this will be my 3rd time on the Japanese line. I don't know, something like that. Vampire Toe is extremely fun if you play it right. I mean, it seems very interesting. I like the daring, I like the Z52. It feels like a little bit of both with a crawling smoke. I mean, it has a hydro which is not bad, and it's got the gunplay of the daring. So could certainly be cool. I have not played the Haida, although I did get the Haida. So eventually I'll play it. Hey Onos. You still find the daring overall better? Oh well. I like the long range hydro of the Z52. So if the vampire has, you know, 5 or 6 kilometer hydro, that is appealing to me. Oh, but you lose the heal? Okay. 5 kilometer? Well, 5 kilometer hydro is less of a hindrance than like on the Z, because the Z is going to have the 6, but once you smoke, you don't get to move the smoke. Whereas the vampire, I mean, it can still maneuver. If somebody tries to rush your hydro to kill you, you could maneuver away while staying smoked. I suppose if they try to run, you can chase them at a quarter speed or something. So, I mean, it's more than nothing. So, I mean, at least you got options. Vampire is the DPM that is several orders of magnitude better than the Z52. Sure. I will be honest, when I evaluate ships, I don't often look at their DPM. I mean, it's good to know from a tactical standpoint, this ship is going to out DPM that ship, but I am such not a damage farmer that I tend not to give a shit. Like, I'm more looking at utility and possibility space. So I'm not surprised the Vampire has better DPM than the Z52, because, I mean, it's got daring guns, I think, and the daring is pretty kicking. Having zero luck finding it on the forums, and Revon can't send me one. Thanks anyway. Well, if you have Discord, Revon can give you the Discord handle of somebody to communicate with in KSC that could get you that information. So if you just talk to him or give him like some Discord info, I'm sure he'd be able to direct you to the right place. Daring guns with a slightly better reload. Is it a full speed smoke or is it a crawling smoke? Because I thought it was a crawling smoke. Quarter speeds. It's a crawling smoke. Okay. You can go full speed and move the smoke cloud around. Sure. I think there's like in the tier 6 or whatever, I think when Cowboy, who is our Perth player, he would try to run the speed between quarter speed and half speed, because at about a third speed was really where you could stay in the smoke, but you're kind of just on the edge of it. So he was able to like run the speed a little faster than otherwise, but you had to stay on it. It's a lot of juggling. Hey, Sesimer. And yeah, I suppose you go full speed if you're not in detection of somebody, to just move the smoke and then slow down and do the thing. A few of your clanmates have it and they say it's really good, like the Z52 but better. Well, I mean, if it's got Z52 like tendencies with better HE and firing rate, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be nice. You dibbed with the CV, Rezusha. It's gonna take a while, man. Can't play if there aren't CVs to play against. The fuck? I wonder if I'm bugged at this point. Because there were just a whole bunch and they all left. I'm gonna requeue. How much do we have to go? 8k more. Mr. G does not like it at all. And really, any general tips for a beginner destroyer? You tried to play it as a second role, but you tend to die really fast. First role, or first rule of Destroyer Club, don't die. Second rule of Destroyer Club, don't die. Third and fourth rules of Destroyer Club, don't die. So what does this mean? If you could take a cap and the cap might kill you, don't take the cap. The more that you learn about how to play a destroyer, the more you'll know when you can and you can't do something just by the process of observation. Rule number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, don't die. Because if you just exist, if the enemy knows, fuck, there's a DD over here, and you're just completely, you're dark, you're not shooting your guns, you're not hitting torps, you're not doing anything, the fact that you exist can completely blunt a push because people are terrified of being the first guy to rush the gunman in a hostage situation. Because there could be 25 people in a room against a dude with a handgun that shoots one bullet at a time, and nobody wants to be the dude that guy shoots first. So they just sit in the room, held at gunpoint by a dude with one bullet. So rules 1, 2, 3, and 4, don't die. Secondly, trying to give information is important, so that's something to consider, but there's the rule of he who has more friends wins. So if you've got two groups of ships and then you've got destroyers in the middle, if the destroyers fight over here, this guy's got friends that are closer, you die. If this guy fights over here, you've got friends that are closer, he dies. He who has more friends wins. So if you start to notice yourself kind of going out there, trying to sniff around, trying to sneak around, trying to feel out where the enemy is, where the bad guys are and stuff, and then, oh, fuck, I tripped over a DD. Well, you can smoke, but if it comes down to some kind of, oh, shit, I'm radared, I'm hydroed, I'm whatever, he who has more friends wins. So when you're planning your moves, yes, you could run out and be adventurous somewhere, or if the destroyer comes to you, you light him and everybody murders him, and then suddenly they don't have a destroyer and you do, which means you get to run around doing whatever the fuck you want to do because there's nobody that can stop you. You might get radared, so pay attention to that, but if they can't see you, they can't kill you, so you just get to do whatever the fuck you want to do. But the problem is, how do you get the enemy destroyer dead first? And that's a process that you learn. So first, don't die. Second, have more friends than they do, or be in a position where you're closer to your friends than they are close to their friends. Then, the rule number next, whatever the hell number we're on, is if you are There's two ways to look at caps. There's, well, let's just fucking get it. You can run over and you can grab it really quick before anybody else goes there. Oh yeah, we got the cap, fuck yeah. It's extremely risky because in the beginning of the game, if you just charge to a cap, you have no idea where the enemy is. You have no idea what you're facing. You might be a lone destroyer and they might have 4 people that decided to all go to that fucking cap just to find you and kill you and make you feel stupid and then taunt you in chat for doing it. Like, you don't know. So don't be afraid to give some space. And there was a something from Star Destroyer, I guess, who's a regular in the Discord, which was, rather than trying to sneak a cap and then you just kind of have it for a while, you and your team need to claim that map space. You need to own that map space. And then once you own it, you just take the cap for free. So it's not about whether you're able to like outsmart and outwiggle and out whatever the other destroyer that's in the cap. If you can assist your surface ships by maybe throwing some torps into positions that are going to dislodge people that are trying to hide behind islands, or you get better information on them than they get on you because you're spotting better than their destroyer is. Maybe that helps your team get more kills or do better damage. Maybe you use your smoke to obscure some cruisers that are in the back so that they're not taking damage, but they're dealing damage. Whatever you do that allows your team to do better than their team and to drive them off means that your team's going to move forward and claim the space. So when they claim the space and the enemy can't contest the cap anymore, well, they just fuck off and then you just take the cap for free. So rather than going into the cap and murdering, like losing half your health and getting into this crazy fucking knife fight with another destroyer, who knows what goes down, you're fighting him, he's fighting you, your ships are shooting him, his ships are shooting you. Let your ships win the area first, then express yourself. So rule number 1, 2, 3, and 4, don't fucking die. Rule number 5, have more friends than they do. Rule number 6, take some time, feel it out, figure out what you're gonna do. If they claim the cap early, that's fine. There's a whole lot of game left. You'll figure it out. And the rule number next, whatever the hell it's on, is if you help your team claim space, then you get to claim all the shit that goes with it, which is cap points or its positions, its crossfire angles, it's all that crap. So if you could just help your team to be able to kind of trade better than the enemy team, do more damage than they're doing to you, then you will overall win out. Hopefully that's useful. I feel like that was decent knowledge. Thanks a ton. Cool. So it would seem that the game does not want us to play the Hosho anymore. So I might just free XP this. Well, we've had some Hosho games. I'll just free XP up to the Ryujo. It'll be fine. Alright, so